My Van Melonin, and well met indeed. I'm Archir Garladirthan, head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer. And welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we now fight for the very soul of Bree itself. Erdrick the Scarred, 2025 men, stands before the very gates of Bree, where Barney and, incidentally, Captain Gandalf aim to stop him. As you will see there, Gandalf has a relatively solid army for Bree's terms. Merchant infantry in there, that's pretty nice. They've got quite a few watchman units. It's taken me some getting used to seeing these as actually middle tier Bree land units and not trash, which of course is reserved for these folks at the end here. There's a couple of Dunedain in there as well to really cause havoc. Barney, however, does not have that good an army. Now he has got some of these journeymen, but they're not that great really, and if you can get in close with them, they will fall easily. So, despite the fact that we've already saved it, we'll save it again, and we'll fight the boogers.
Show no mercy.
This, of course, is very much the battle for the Bree land. If we beat them here and now, then Bree's power will have been swept from under it, as though its very legs had been cut from the hip. Its arms would still fight, and its head, of course, would continue to think, but it would no longer be able to gain any momentum. Until, of course, they reclaimed their legs. Now, we are being attacked. Captain Gandalf is attacking us, and Barney is coming in from the side over there. We don't really have anywhere to run away to, because we'll just be caught in their incredibly long-range fire, which is a shame. Because obviously, if we pop ourselves down here, we're fighting uphill. Our only real flat land, and therefore the only place that we can really mount a suitable defence, is to pull to this corner and meet them on that flat terrain there. And that is what we shall do. So, everybody move into position. Archers, don't run away. Get that ready. Warg Riders. Witch Knights, Witch Knights, Witch Knights, and Witch Knights will all stand. Oh, I've accidentally sped the game up. Can't remember which key I have that does that. That one, there we are.
The enemy have brought up more men.
Alright. It's evidently an ever so slight incline, but it will still favour them. Ideally, let's get our trash to be protecting the archer line. Oh, hello. That wasn't all of our archers. Fool! Alright, get all those to go there. Take them, and that one unit of conscripts there. Form a nice wall. A noob, a half noob horseshoe. Let's call it that. We're going to use the edges of the map, which is frowned upon by many, many gaming elitists out there. But to thee I say, piff. Piff, folly, and posh. Do what I like. Right, everyone's moving into position. Why have I moved the wargs out there? That's a good question. Look how much we need to update their sprites. Dear oh dear. Could just remove all sprites, of course. Always solves the problem as well. Fire on them. They're getting ready to charge. Bring them down. Go on, point blank. That was a really slow throw, and you deserved what just became you. Those Greenway Riders are already, by the looks of it, shaken. Oh dear, no, I didn't mean to do that. There we are. I'm still getting used to the new buttons on the mouse. Go in and assist them. Those 13, we're never going to do anything anyway. I'm not really too bothered about them, but the 65 will be able to do something, I should think. Oh, no, that was very easy. Well done. The enemy has arrived at our line. Merchant cavalry battering our men of Ruda. Ruda, not in Ruda's name. Pull yourself to the edge. You guys move forward. Now this, of course, is Barney's army, which is led by himself, who is a general, and he is going to wreak havoc on that right flank, annoyingly. They're going to do a lot of damage against our pathetic hillmen. Good block there, though. When we've got solid men like that at our lines, then the Bree land stands no hope. Right, pull yourselves out to the flank. General's the same. They're already wavering before they've even hit our line, the cowards. So, let's get those routing. There we are, that's that done. Even with Barney here, they are routing. Merchant cavalry.
Defeat seems almost certain.
I'm paying way too much attention to that right-hand side. Why is that merchant cavalry winning so strongly? Oh dear, and I've gotten my Warg Riders have been massacred. This isn't starting off well, is it? And they're only conscripts. Oh dear. I am the Fist of Angmar. What of our line? Oh, apparently defeat seems certain on the bodyguards, though. There's a lot of journeymen out there, I think, wreaking havoc. But our line has already faltered. Catch these archers while we can. 2 of you go into those. The other 2 of you, prepare. There should be a 3rd. You there. How have they not killed those merchant cavalry? They're merchant cavalry. They are awful. Do better. Although I've just noticed our army out there now is totally surrounded. Cut off. Turn and fleet. Make something of a sort of wall there. Archers just fire as much as you can. No one in defensive mode anymore. Those farmhand pikemen, come on. Get those swordsmen. The Dundheim Wardens are up against some of our finest, which is good. Barney's about to get support from Sword Guard. That doesn't bode well. And somehow we have still not killed those merchant cavalry. There are now 21 of them alive.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
You that are no longer needed against those. If we can charge the back of those farmhand pikes, they might break. No, they didn't, but that's alright. Oh no, merchant infantry. The armor-piercing units come. Turn on them. You've moved in to assist them. We've only got men of Rudau holding there, and holding is not the right word. Although, look, they are absolutely dominating Barney. Barney's not doing well at all. He's got very short arms, though, remember, of course. And being bright purple probably makes him stand out a bit amongst the others. Alright, our generals are going to have to really pull up the slack here. I'm hoping none of them are important because I'm almost certain some of them are going to die.
Our men have slain the enemy general.
Oh, yes, Barney's
Without him,
gone.
his troops will lose their will to fight.
Barney's gone. Yes. You're free. Let's get you involved.
We've lost half of our men.
That's alright. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
Defeat seems almost certain.
Shh. The men might hear you. We must maintain
Our foolish
a front.
general has thrown his life away.
Ah, bugger, our general's just
Our
died.
chances of victory with it.
Ah, yeah, no, this is now probably going to be over. It's now just a case of, Lace the Honourable's gone, Erdrick the Scarred is gone. It is very much now a case of whose army is going to break first. There's ours. Oh dear, no, they're all dying. Oh dear. End it. End it.
We've been dealt a stinging
Oh, we've been absolutely massacred. We've been absolutely massacred. Terrible, terrible show of skill. Skill, that's not the word to use. Terrible command by the leading officer there. We should have his head, were he not already given over to the enemy. I should say, going into that, whilst of course I'm average at this game, so almost certainly didn't help our chances, our army was not particularly strong. And their numbers probably stood them in very good stead there.
We must make a
Oh, and now they're going to finish the rest of us off in Amunsul. Macabetha. I'm not going to fight that. I'll take the loss as it is. Such as it is this day. Haven't we got another army, though, moving down? If we haven't, we're about to have the money to do that. But the armies of Bree are gigantic there. Where are they getting these banner armies from? So much trash. Trash, 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 trash. Oh well, we lost. Bree is not going to fall today. And they can continue walking on their legs. But we need them to fall, and we need them to die. For then we can turn our attention to the Blue Mountains entirely. But they've won this round. Oh, if we take that, we get 1,500 gold coins. Oh, there's our Gobadrine army, which is gathering support
Your will, my lord.
and forces.
My lord. Yes. Orders.
But I'm sure I had another army. That must have been it. That sole command was it. No, don't get yourselves killed. Pull back.
Camp here. My lord.
Yes, my lord.
Ah, well, they're going over to Anuminas,
Yes. To battle.
where we find
We shall prevail.
rebels and Breelanders. Well, we'll try and get that before they get in and do it. 4 generals just died, but we've got a new family member. But I should imagine that we're now making obscene amounts of money with the death of most of our forces. We are indeed.
Your will, my lord.
Where should we gather? That fort just there. Go and take it. You can give me 2 of those. You can give me the balanced crew in that unit. Yeah, that's fine. Don't really want conscripts and things. We need to really actually send some troops that are going to do something.
Your will, my lord. Orders.
All of you can move into that army.
March to exhaustion.
Where's
continuing
Agendar?
later. Orders.
Oh, there he is.
Yes.
Oh, he's off to lead that army. Oh, yeah,
As
you go and do that.
command. I respect, my lord. Yes.
You're going to take up as the garrison of Fornos. That's fine. Doesn't like us very much. Try and get a temple in there. Khandun, what can you send to the fort? Pikes and the garrison you're currently training. Oh, we can retrain those instead. We will do that. Litash, can you send anything of note? Yes, I'll take your archers. I'll take your Angmar infantry. And I will take your Orc hunters as well, actually. Shadoon, all the wargs. But just outside of there is our new training point. Is that really the road they take? That's a bit weird, isn't it? Bit out of the way. To that point. And you to that point too. Barkaleg, are you training? No, because you don't really need to. You haven't really got anything to send, have you?
Your will, yes.
Send those down. We need a general. Someone needs to lead this merry band.
An order.
Your orders, my lord.
They've got 2 generals up there, haven't they? Oh, 3.
Orders.
Of course. Oh, Faction Heir died, didn't he? And now Hoonvorn is the heir.
I look forward to fighting.
I don't think Hoonvorn is needed on border duty,
Orders.
so we'll send him south.
Continuing tomorrow, my lord.
And we'll rebuild. We will rebuild our armies there. Yeah, if we're going to make that much money, chuck one of those on as well. Alright, let's end the turn and see what happens.
Splitting the troops.
Oh, we've got units in a fort just there. I think someone said that in a comment, actually, on the last episode of this. There will be 2 Angmar episodes this week. There's no fancy alternatives coming this week. Next week, maybe a developer diary, depending on... really, I just like to do the developer diaries when I've done work. So at least the stuff that I've done is totally fresh in my mind. But there, of course, is the work from the rest of the team going on all the time. Little bits and bobs here and there. Oh, come off it, rebels. The dwarves are moving in on it, though. That's interesting. Captain Aradorn with... and Wooden Hunters Bandits. And Captain Namir, oh, very much the same. What's our army? Oh, easy. But, oh, we can't withdraw because there's nowhere to withdraw to. So, we're in. We've got to fight. I was going to withdraw and say, well, let the others just whittle these bandits down a bit further, waste their armies on them, and then we'll just swoop in when the garrison's at its smallest. Or, when the Bree land or the dwarves just take it, and then take it with like 1 unit left, and we'll just nip in. But unfortunately, we're going to be the ones that suffer, as we fight this horde of bandit crap. But they attack to us, but we don't have a hill unless we try and rush to there, but then they'll have the trees as cover from our own archers. So there's nowhere really good to meet them, to be honest. Oh, up there, actually.
The enemy are bringing in reinforcements.
Run yourselves up that hill. Don't run away. This is some of our best units this time. In fact, it is mostly our finest units. Alright, you guys form a line, you'll stop the bandits. You on one side, you on one side, and the cavalry, you are going to go and shut down their woodland hunters with any luck. What is actually coming in behind us? Oh, some bandits. Go and hit them. Square on. 175 bandits becomes 121. Pull out though because they've got some cell swords and they're going to be a real pain in the patella. Right, no one is on defensive mode. Witch Knights and Huskars, you're going to deal with the cell swords.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Now plough through.
Our men have slain the enemy
And
general.
finish it.
Without him, as the enemy army flees the field.
No,
Pursue
cease
and
fire,
run them
cease
down.
fire. Right, the enemy comes. We won't bother with the flanking aspect this time, we'll just form a line. I don't know what our cavalry is doing and why they're taking so damned long to actually do anything. That's frustrating. But you guys can now fire. And cavalry, come and get on the flanks. You're going to hit the woodland hunters. Oh, the woodland hunters are making their way out to meet us. So what we can do is oblige them and hopefully catch them off guard. We'll beat every unit that we're fighting here in melee absolutely hands down. So if we can catch them just like that.
For the moment, the
Yes.
fortune of battle goes our way. Let's
Shut
pray it
down their
remains
archers.
as such.
Look at them all running.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I think we have smashed the enemy, to be honest.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men. Our men have slain the enemy general. The enemy army flees the field. Pursue
Cease
and run
fire,
them down.
cease fire. You're just going to shoot us. We lost 2 of our cavalry units in this fight. Only 2. That's pretty good, isn't it? We can't have too many escape because then they'll garrison the city. But that's as many as we're going to catch on that side. And what of this other side? Is it a big contingent that's made it out? 4, nope. And then over there. Ah, 30. Yeah, that's a shame. They'll never make it over in time. And we're not going to catch any more. That's going to have to be it.
The enemy are
71
utterly
men lost.
vanquished.
That's the kind of
This
victory
is
we
a
need.
Great victory, worthy of
185 kills, Guardians of Gandum, of course. Very nice. Very, very nice. Now, something that we are discussing in terms of modding, if we are to talk about that for a brief moment, is the High Elves. With the High Elves generals now having been set up and arranged how they're supposed to be, it's the information that we're getting from the beta team at the moment, the beta team, is that the High Elf campaign is now an absolute walk in the park. And to be honest, it isn't harder or easier than it was before. It is about the same. So
our courage and honor have conquered.
an idea that we've reached our might. An idea that we are tossing around the think tank at the moment is to... we're going to have to change that. Is to reduce the area around Mythland to only 2 provinces instead of 3. So instead of Forland, Harland and Mythland, there will be... Mythland is 1 province, or probably we'll just call them Northern Grey Havens and Southern Grey Havens.
My lord, as you wish.
And that idea is gaining traction, and by gaining traction, I mean is almost certainly going to happen.
By your command, your will, my lord, my lord. Orders, your will, my lord.
I did argue actually that it should just be one gigantic region covering all of this land and simply called Linden, but they felt that that was too... it would restrict their training way too much, and it might be a bit dull. Yes. I've just noticed that a massive Bree land army is moving on Fornost. We absolutely will not hold. It's the famed captain of Bree, the saviour of their heartland, leader of the free peoples here in Eriador, Captain Gandalf. He comes for us. What unit do I actually have in that fort? It's 1 unit of hillmen, right? Yep, that's brilliant. Fornost is not going to hold. A Sabian and them all will simply die.
An order.
And I'm not sure that a Numinas would hold either, to be honest. A Numinas might be attacked by one of those.
Yes.
Oh, what to do? Because he can reach us in no time. I think it might be one of those occasions. No, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I really want to defend it, but we can't hold it against that army. There's no point having these men die for absolutely no reason. But there's no... I just can't. I don't want to relinquish it to the Bree, and we do have no choice. We have no choice. If you head north,
yes, an order. Forming up into
hopefully the dwarves won't get Barney Donionek, which they're currently sieging, and then our western defense can move down out of Goberdine after killing Dor and hold in Donionek instead.
Orders, my lord. My lord.
Lord Hoonvorn is heading over to lead that army.
Continuing tomorrow.
Barkeleg isn't giving us anything. Shadun and Khandum has got quite a sizable force there out of nowhere. Give us another unit of those, and I will take those. You've got some units coming that will be retrained.
My lord. My lord. Your will, my lord. By your command.
Get all of that lot south.
To exhaustion.
Recarded. You don't need to be in Khandum. And so why don't you go with them as well?
We've marched our limit.
And join up with Hoonvorn and lead the attack. Wargs are being trained. I'll take your proper units as well. Can you build one of those? Yes. Just for the future. Ah, look, that's building that. That's fine. Morvatarth is constructing farmland as well, and can throw some of those in. Those are the units that we need. They are of quality. They are of a quality good enough to hold Bree back. The Angmar units. It's conscripts and Rudal that we're trying to stay away from, and there they are. They have taken it, but that is, as I say, that's I think the best outcome. We didn't want to lose the troops needlessly. We were going to have to fight them, whatever. So let's just let them have it. Assemble our army, head south, and siege it back. We're being attacked in Goberdine, though. The dwarves think they can do it. We have 1,909 men, with 203 under Captain Atagavia, 203, coming in as support. And Dor, with his rather large ears, only has 820. He is, however, a 9-star general, or 10-star general, sorry, as this game has. He's got the best crossbow unit in the game, but only one of them. Some militia, 2 more crossbow units. We've got cavalry, 24. You're going to shut down that siege. To be honest, despite the game telling them that they're going to win, there is no way on God's green they're going to win. They are foolish for even attempting this, and we will show them the error in their ways. Welcome to the sleepy northern village of Goberdine. Now, they have crossbow units. But we've got quite a lot of archers. Everyone just get out of the town for the moment, thank you. So let's line our archers up. Oh, you're... Is there so few of you, you can't even go loose formation? No, there we are. Oh, it's because they have to be able to do it, don't they? Right, you guys go there. Next unit. Loose formation. You guys go there. Loose formation seems to very much be the bane of crossbow units. Especially when they're firing large arcing shots, which these ones will be. Alright, you guys group up. Cavalry, come out and stand as near to the fore as you can go. Weaker units that we're kind of hoping will die off, you're going to come to the front and hold the line. Oh, the pikes. They don't have very many troops, so we won't need very many of you. And then what I'm thinking of doing is sending this large contingent of forces to flank around and hit the archers from one side. The crossbow units, sorry. And those that have not then been called up will go the other way. That's every unit ready. Right, so pull over there. Pull over there. If I've told you to run, or if I've told you to hit the enemy, then run in order to do it. Pikes, form the line. Spears behind. Hillmen at the back. They're firing already. Cavalry, I need you out there. We're going to take one hit from the mortars. Ah, right in the unit. Ah, and another one. Come on. Get out there, get out there, get out there. Just as there's enough room. Now turn and hit them. They fired again. How did they fire again? They reload so quickly. They are actually moving around to meet our forces, which I find interesting. And there we are. The catapult is taken out. Half their number falling in the charge. Well, don't get tied into melee. You're going to come around and flank. Our archers, by the looks of it, aren't going to do anything other than hit the Tamunzahar nobles, which we can then charge in the back with the guardians when they're done. Because the enemy is moving around here to meet us, which means, rather nicely, they won't really fire their crossbows at all, because they're going to do high arcing shots and waste every bolt they have. And I will take that to the bank, thank thee. What about the wargs? Where did they go? Oh, they're right there. Oh, there we are. The nobles are about to hit us. The nobles will do very, very well. Move in and charge on them. Shut that unit down. Have you won yet? Not quite. Here we are, armies are moving around. Now, do bear in mind that Eredlu militia are armor piercing. They will do very well. Sorry, the labourers, not the militia, the labourers, those ones there that are walking really slowly. They have 2 units of Tamunzahar nobles. Oh, of course, yes, of course. Cavalry, come through. I have a task for you. I want those nobles right in the back, if you would be so kind. I don't know how good things like Broadbeam, Marksman and any of these are in melee. I don't think they're anything to write home about. We will find out shortly. Get the wargs over to assist. Here we are. I want some real decimation here, please. There are 60 of them alive at the moment. And with the rear charge... Oh, wow. 30%. That is an excellent turnover. And again... 22. I'm not worried about what's happening with those ones. Many of them will be dying.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
How many are left now? 7. Hit them again, hit them again! Right, now stay with your armor piercing. No, actually the other guys have got this now, haven't they? Right, and where is the dwarves? There they are. There's only 2 left, so finish those off. Right, archers. Ah, you're of no use to me though,
Only
archers,
half
are you?
the enemy force remains.
We've got the enemy there bang to rights. But I think the enemy there might be beating us. Ah, look, they are moving round to perfectly hit our archers. Come out of that mode. Run yourselves over there. All of you are here. Ignore the labourers. Ignore the labourers. Pull back. Pull back.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
I don't know where the labourers are going, but we're going to shoot them.
Let's take them for a run.
Are you archers? Oh, you are. You're performing very acrobatically at the moment. Simply just turn around, friends. We've won there. So that's over. That's perfect. The Tamunzahar, no, the general. I think that one might be the actual leader. I have no basis for that, to be honest, but it's just because he's the ballsy one. And if my years have taught me anything, it's that who's ballsy is normally a leader. There we are. Oh, how did you guys get caught up in some sort of trash war? What's going on? And enemy general just fell. Are they engaging our archers? Oh, they're running past them. Are they going for the square? Of course they are. Of course they are. Alright, we'll follow them in. They got 5 minutes of sitting in the middle of that square until we can rush in and finish them. But after 5 minutes of being hailed by our arrows, I don't think they'll be too keen to continue.
If we continue, our enemy has command of the city.
Go on, give them some
Our
point blanks.
foe has lost control of the city.
Keep firing. Use that one as bait and just shoot into them. There it is. Take them down. And I believe the Tamunzahar nobles over here are slowly, yeah, edging over the hill. This is a bizarre battle, isn't it? Took down a few. Took down a lot more than a few. And another go. There's only 9. Well, that didn't charge at all. Move in on them. Ah, we lost an entire battalion of archers though, unfortunately. I'm not concerned. We can... This army is really just about numbers. We need to just block Ered Luin over and over and over again. Where are the enemy now? There are 3 nobles left alive, and that is it. Now there are only 2. I'm not really sure where they are, but... oh, there he is. Look at that. On top of the hill. That one was the general. Ah, so the other one... Clan Herald Ballroom. Oh, interesting. They sent their heir in this pathetically small army. But they'll die any time now. They've got Witch Knights in there. I mean, come on, guys. Is the other one down yet? No, he's fighting on as well. Ah, no, he's gone. The general is all that remains. Oh, no, there he is. Ah, no, there we are. I spoke too soon. The little bald-headed fellow is all that stands between us and victory. And he's moving away by the looks of it. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but we can finish him with some good old-fashioned cavalry momentum by pulling the entire army out. He's running the same way as us, though.
Our men have
Oh, look, then he goes down just by casually running past him. There are no dwarves made it out alive, but 763 of us sadly passed in that defence. Mostly trash, I should imagine. All 152 Angmar archers. Most 2 conscript battalions and an Angmar infantry battalion. Sad day. But the most kills, 137, go to the Guardians of Khartoum again. They really are marking themselves out in this series as the best of the best. Excellent defense. And now, as I say, we can move on Barney Donionach. And we will be able to hold that as our western point against the dwarves. Which is good, because then that will funnel them down into Numinas as well, where we might also be able to hold them. I just want to try and draw the front line away from our heartland. Get a bit more security. No other dwarves on the horizon, which is nice. A breather. Oh, single turn breather. Oh, they did take that though. With quite the army, goodness gracious. Right, what is actually coming through here? You're definitely making your way down.
As you wish, your will, my lord.
Merge what you can. Right, you.
Your will, my lord.
No, not them.
My lord.
I want those to sort of get killed off, to be honest.
My lord. Orders.
All of you lot, make your way back to Khartoum.
By your command. Orders.
With him.
As you wish, your will, my lord. Yes.
And then you guys will go, and you're going to become the single Gobadrian defensive unit.
Yes, my lord.
Badwila is going to head down to Barney Donionach, where he will meet up.
As you command.
Or do it that way, actually.
Your orders,
We
my
can have
lord.
4 generals in one army with this lot, though. Right, Numinas, you need to hold. You need to hold for a while before I can get reinforcements in to assist you. And you can do
Yes,
your
my
holding
lord.
by also building me a couple of watchtowers.
This tower will keep vigil over the lands.
There
This
we are.
tower will keep vigil over the lands.
Right, Bree has backed away from their
My lord.
challenge of us, which is what they seem to be doing.
Orders. As you,
My lord, continue orders.
your will, my lord.
Move all of that out
By
south.
your orders.
We'll have quite a good little army there, I think. But anyway, for now, that is going to be where I end this episode. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. If you have any questions, please do pop them in the comment section below, and I'll get around to answering those. And until we speak again, dear friends, Navarna den Permad Melunin, and farewell.